So, General, can you give us a sit rep on where things stand over the last 24 hours vis-a-vis Israel, Iran, and the United States?
Yeah, so just context. It looks like Iran was days from having a nuclear weapon, the ability to be able to match up, the weapon systems, a ballistic missile with a nuclear propulsion capability and a nuclear bomb. So it looks like they were very, very close. And I have to say that the exquisite amount and use and application of intelligence that the Israelis have been able to demonstrate is extraordinary, as well as the strategic patience that they have had for many years, if not certainly in the last few months, where they had to finally make a decision. So in terms of what is happening, we've seen, as you at the top of the show, you talked about, the destruction of their command and control, the destruction of some of their surface-to-air missile capabilities, their electronic warfare capabilities, clearly the targeting of some of their senior leadership. I understand that Khamenei is still in charge. He's still there, still alive. And they just named a new leader of the IRGC, a guy by the name of Khamenei. So it'll be interesting to see how they reorganize internally inside of Iran. And that's going to have to be something that I know that the Israelis and the United States is going to have to pay very close attention to, because if we're going to have any kind of discussions beyond the offensive operations that Israel is undertaking, to try to achieve some sort of peace, you got to have somebody to talk to. The other thing that's happening within the region is the Houthis are now back engaged, and they have been firing. Remember, I think we're +8 there in terms of hours ahead of time. So we're probably sometime early morning hours now. So the Houthis have been firing some ballistic missiles into Israel. There's been hundreds of drones launched. There hasn't been, against Israel, there hasn't been a lot of activity by Hamas and Hezbollah yet. Israel will continue to prosecute their offensive operations, I believe, for the next couple of weeks. I don't think this is going to end tonight or tomorrow morning or the next day or two. I think that they are going to continue to prosecute until the full capacity of Iran's warfighting, certainly their missile, their nuclear capability, and their manufacturing of military capabilities, their military-industrial complex, if you will, is fully destroyed. And I mean razed to the ground. So Israel and the Israeli state run by Bibi Netanyahu and team, they're done with it. I do think that Go ahead.
Oh, John Flynn, I just wanted to say we do have some breaking news. There are reports right now as we speak, and we've got this live shot up over Tel Aviv, Israel, reports of continuous sirens and red alerts up in Tel Aviv. Missiles have been reportedly fired, as many as 150 plus by Iran, making this their opening salvo of a potential retaliatory strike. Targets all over Israel right now. Responses of the launch of David Sling, Arrow interceptor missiles from Israel. Reports of that Israel's missile defense and air defense are working in concert to shoot down those ballistic missiles. They've launched fighters as well, and so this could be getting really hot in Israel as we speak. It's evening there right now, so in the minutes as you and I are even speaking right now, this is going on.
Yeah. So a couple of other things regionally. So Turkey has put up its air support. I mean, so Turkey is now flying aircraft along their borders. Iraq is flying their own aircraft. Jordan has got their air forces up and operational in the sky. The Saudis have done the same thing. And I'm not certain if the Egyptians have put up any kind of air support. But those countries right now all have aircraft up, principally to stop any stray missiles that the Iranians are firing. So you can see immediately, we can tell immediately, actually, before they launch, that they're going to prepare to launch because there's a huge heat signature. The Israelis have the same capability. So we're looking at, obviously a counterattack, but like I always say, in warfare, action, reaction, counteraction, the Israelis are now prosecuting a war on their time and at their speed. And they are they're running they're running KC-135 air refueling tankers over the nation of Iran right now. That tells you everything you need to know about
and
air
General Flynn,
defense capabilities.
This image, I just want people to know these are live images of missiles over Tel Aviv right now as we're watching in real time as these missiles are being launched, or these missiles are coming down, and you're seeing the interceptors now raising up. General Flynn, can you describe what we're seeing here?
Yeah. So what is happening is Iran is going to have to launch as many as they have available, and they're launching them a little bit blind. So they basically set a ballistic missile, on a azimuth, and they launch it. The targeting capabilities that they have are diminished, that Iran has are diminished. So they're just basically launching in the blind as many as they can, which is an interesting thing, an interesting tactic, but it's what they have left. In terms of Tel Aviv and other parts of Israel, which is a relatively small state geographically, the Israelis have extraordinary air defense capabilities, right? Their version of the Golden Dome, which is what Donald Trump is trying to put here in the United States. They also have an excellent capability to defend themselves and to bunker themselves for these types of attacks. So the Israeli military prowess and capability to be able to defend their homeland is extraordinary. Are they going to get every single one of them? No. Are they protected? Are the people of Israel? And I can tell you 2 days ago, Bibi Netanyahu put out a warning to all the citizens of Israel to basically hunker down, be prepared for a long haul here. And they take all sorts of measures, the Israeli people do, to be able to protect themselves, not just in an emergency to run under a bunker, but to actually protect themselves in different ways. And